안녕하세요 여러분. Hello everyone. It's Kiyoma Day. It's Kiyoma. It's Kiyoma. It's Kiyoma. Yeah. I've been good. It has been a while. It's been almost a month. I feel like last time I was on live. No, actually not a month. Almost. 거의 한 달 된 것 같아요. 인터기랑 라이브 한지. 너무나 오고 싶었지만 바쁜 관계로 제가 오고 싶은 대로 못 왔어요. Happy Kyo month to me and to all that celebrate. I'm very excited that it's finally September, the best month of the year. Not because it's on my birthday, but because it's the best weather, the best everything, and it's like right before everything gets, crazy. So 저 오늘 생일이에요. 생일 축하해요. 9월생들이 제일 좋은 것 같아요. 딱 날씨가 제일 좋아요. 9월이 적당하고 좋아요. Yes, I had dinner earlier with Theo, Jiung, Sol, and Chongsup. A Libra man. A lot of people hate on Libras, but there's a difference between September and October Libras, okay? And I'm a September Libra. The ones that you're directing your hate towards is the October Libras. That's June, alright? 대만 날씨 어때? 괜찮아요. 별로 안 더운 것 같아요. 나쁘지 않은 것 같아요. 근데 지금 해가 져가지고 더 그렇게 느끼는 것 같긴 한데 별로 안 더워요. 생각보다. 한국이랑 비슷한 것 같아요. A lot that you didn't believe in zodiacs. I actually don't. It's just fun, right, guys? I feel like this whole MBTI, blood type, all of that stuff is just fun. It's like I wouldn't be like, oh, you're a Virgo. Ooh, I wouldn't do that to you on without joking about it. It's a joke. 아무튼 제가 사실 뭔가 너무 오랜만이고 그 사이에 진행됐던 것들이 너무 많았어가지고 저도 막 이거는 꼭 말하고 싶은데 뭔가 까먹을까봐 이제 여러분들한테 물어봐달라 했었거든요. 왜냐면 무조건 까먹게 되거든요. 그래서 여러분들이 궁금했던 거 그리고 이제 궁금했던 것들 좀 풀면서도 맞아 나 이런 얘기를 하고 싶었지 라는 이제 리마인드도 같이 할 수 있는 그런 시간을 가져보도록 하겠습니다. I've been meaning to catch up with you guys. I feel like so much things has happened in the span of the last time that I came on live. But I always tend to forget what I want to talk about, and that's why I wanted to ask you guys just so that I can answer your guys' questions and also just speak about the things that I want to speak about by being reminded from your guys' questions. So yeah, so which country city I'm right now in Kaohsiung. Very very excited. Our show is tomorrow. So after this I'm gonna go to bed and get enough rest for tomorrow, but I'm very very excited for tomorrow. So 바로 질문을 들어갑시다. First question. 이 질문은 이 X에 대한 질문인데요. This question is 이번 앨범 컨셉에도 기호가 참여했나요? So this is talking about our upcoming English album coming out on the 26th of September. Hey, we're there right before my birthday. 이번 앨범 컨셉에도 기호가 많이 참여해요. 많이 참여한 것 같습니다. 사실 더 활동을 하면서 많은 것들이 겹쳤기 때문에 사실 제가 참여하고 싶은 만큼 참여하진 않았지만 잦은 것들은 근데 이제 큰 틀에 많이 참여하긴 했었어요. 이제 기획팀이랑 같이 미팅하면서 처음에는 어, 동아리 컨셉으로 만들자고 했었어요. 동아리 컨셉으로 하면 뭔가 저희 시그나 막 그런 데서 많이 흔히 볼 수 있는 컨셉이라 생각해서 그러기엔 너무 뭔가 좀 매력이 없는 게 느껴졌어요. 저는 개인적으로 사실 좀 거기에 한 스푼 더 한 걸음 더 가깝게 좀 더 깊게 들어가서 좀 더 컨셉을 재밌게 하고 싶었는데 근데 그게 사실 게임 컨셉이었거든요. 제가 항상 게임 같은 컨셉을 좀 해보면 좀 재밌을 것 같다는 생각이 들었었고 뭔가 그런 게임을 생각했을 때 떠오르는 색감들이나 떠오르는 이런 빈티지한 느낌들이 좀 피어남이 잘 소화해낼 수 있을 것 같다는 생각이 들었어가지고 이 동아리 컨셉을 하되 좀 게임 요소들을 좀 넣어보는 게 어떨까라는 생각을 들어가지고 이제 이렇게 두 가지 컨셉을 했었죠. 이제 게임을 사랑하는 동아리, 그래서 이제 동아리 컨셉. 그다음에 두 번째는 이제 그 게임을 그 동아리가 사랑하는 게임 속에 있는 캐릭터들. 이렇게 두 가지 컨셉을 짜봤는데 사실 이 두 번째 컨셉을 어떻게 구현할지를 좀 많은 고민이 됐었던 것 같아요. 왜냐면 게임을 한다면 갑자기 막 저희가 그린 스크린 앞에서 막 포징해서 뒤에 다 막 진짜 게임 속에 있는 것처럼 해도 되고 아니면 그냥 살짝 은근슬쩍 그냥 표현할 수 있을 수도 있고 그냥 다른 요소들로 그래서 그런 고민을 많이 했는데 근데 이제 제가 생각했었던 거는 바로 심즈였어요. 이제 심스의 캐릭터 꾸미기 창에 이제 뒷 배경 색깔이 되게 알록달록하면서 되게 깔끔한 배경이잖아요. 심스 캐릭터 꾸미는 그 창이 그래서 그 캐릭터 꾸미는 창처럼 배경으로 하고 우리가 창에 서 있는 게임 캐릭터처럼 해보자. 근데 이제 거기서 한 스푼 더 해서 이제 기획팀 쪽에서 이거 많은 피스분들이 이미 추측한 것 같은데 그 눈빛 보내기 게임을 살짝 조금 응용해서 이 심스 옷 갈아입는 캐릭터 아바타 만드는 창에서 이 눈빛 보내기를 이제 같이 합쳐서 게임을 그런 식으로 표현하자 해가지고 이제 태양이가 이제 눈빛 보내는 그런 역할이었고 나머지가 사랑에 빠지는 역할이었어요. 왜냐면 나중에 노래를 듣게 된다면 그 가사 내용이나 뭐든 살짝 연관이 돼 있거든요. 그래서 그런 식으로 이제 그 게임 속에 있는 캐릭터 그리고 이제 그 게임을 사랑하는 동아리 이렇게 두 가지 컨셉으로 나눴죠. 그렇습니다. 그래서 그런 식으로 의견을 냈고 근데 절대로 막 의견을 낸다고 절대 혼자 생각하는 건 없고요. 다 같이 하는 거기 때문에 이제 회사에서 던져주는 아이디어가 있으면 그러면 그 아이디어를 가져와서 더 디벨롭해서 던져주고 그럼 서로 던져주고 이렇게 왔다 갔다 왔다 갔다 하면서 하고 마지막 미팅이 딱 더 뮤비 촬영 첫날이었어요. 그래서 태양이가 촬영하고 있었을 때 이제 그 모니터 앞에서 기획팀 분들이랑 저랑 이제 그럼 이걸 어떻게 구현할까요? 그럼 이렇게 해서 의상은 어떻게 정리할까요? 막 이런 식으로 막 많은 미팅들을 했었거든요. 왜냐면 사실 눈빛 보내기 게임을 하면 사실 처음에 떠올리는 느낌이 사실 교복이잖아요. 근데 또 너무 교복처럼 하고 싶진 않았었어요. 그래서 이 교복을 살짝 운영해서 어떻게 조금 더 재밌게 표현할 수 있을까 해서 이제 교복은 이제 두 번째 컨셉을 보면 살짝 블레이저 같은 거나 아니면 타이 같은 거나 셔츠 같은 거 좀 입긴 하는데 너무 또 교복 같은 느낌이 아니잖아요. 그래서 그런 식으로 좀 두 가지의 느낌을 잘 섞어봤어요. 근데 그게 되게 바쁘게 준비했어요. 진짜 뮤비 때 막 미팅하고 모두가 되게 고생했었습니다. So if I translate this into English, I spoke a lot in Korean, so I don't know if I can translate this all. But the question was pretty much about, did I, was I a part of the like I always am, was I a part of the concept making for this next album, for this English album? And of course I was a part of it. It was just really, really busy and tight because we were preparing it during DA. And I remember we were doing meetings like during the filming of the DA music video. So we were filming the music video and also doing meetings at the same location at the same time, you know, doing all of this kind of stuff. But originally the first concept, it stemmed from the idea of kind of making like a club where like a whole bunch of guys come together and like we're just kind of doing like, you know, just fun club stuff. And I just thought that concept was fun, yeah, but also I felt like it was kind of boring if we just left it at that and just you know, just made it a cool like after school club kind of thing. And so I was like, why don't we like make it like kind of like a game club, you know, like we love to play games and like we come together and just like, you know, play video games and, you know, as a club. And then just make two different concepts where it's the people that are playing the games and then also the people inside the game. So it was, the first concept is the game players, the club members, and then the second concept is the characters within the game. And for the second concept, I really wanted to, you know, add Sims. I've never played Sims before, but I've always loved the idea and the concept of Sims. And originally what I wanted to do is like kind of pose in front of a green screen and then just kind of like put us in like a third person's perspective, like an actual Sims character. And then like each member would be in like a different room or a different house and like customized to their own, you know, whatever it may be. But we didn't go with that because that was way too complicated to do in that amount of time that we were given. So we were like, okay, well, let's do Sims, but let's do it in, you know, the avatar creation lobby, you know, when you're creating your Sims and it's like the background is all like bluey and green and like just like this colorful background. So we really wanted to portray that, and then yeah, the rest just portrayed in a way that might feel like a game. So yeah, that was pretty much some of my ideas for the album. And I thought it was cute and I thought it was colorful and I thought it was something that I feel like definitely a lot more lighthearted than most of the concepts that we usually do, which is fun because, you know, the song is also very much more light-hearted, which is kind of a spoiler, but it's not like does like super strong and aggressive and like most of our songs are. So yeah, we really wanted to keep it a little more chill, on the chiller side at least. Oh yeah, and I really wanted to, actually no, this is the next question. Another person had asked, when it comes to the concept and the inclusions in an album, like the physical version, are you guys also a part of that process? If so, how do you decide on the inclusions and the versions you'll make for it? So, not all the time. I don't think we are involved in the process of like what the actual physical albums will look like. I feel like a lot of times I'm not involved in that. But for this album specifically, because I was that one that thought of the whole game idea, I really wanted to make the album look like a game DVD case. Because like, you know, a long time ago when I was playing the Wii, when I was playing the PS2, you know, or the PS3 or whatnot, you know, you'd have all of these game, you know, these game disc, gosh, what do you call it? Cases, right? And so I was like, it'd be so cool and fun if the album looked like a game disc and what didn't look like an album, because it's a game concept, right? And so that was an idea that I kind of put out, but I think it made it a lot more fun and cute. So yeah, I think the design is really cool. I think it's really cute, and a lot of the members like it too. All of the workers, all of our Chiwonbunder, all of our workers were like, "Oh, this is so cute! Like this album looks so cute," and so I'm really happy the way it turned out. 네네, 이게 꼭 뭔가 게임 컨셉이다 보니까 이 게임 그 케이스처럼 그냥 진짜 앨범처럼 말고 그냥 그 게임 DVD 샀을 때 그런 케이스처럼 뭔가 만들면 재밌을 것 같다는 생각이 들었어가지고 그렇게 준비를 해봤습니다. The inclusions, we don't really say much in the inclusions. They got those. I don't know what they like to do for the inclusions. What song do you resonate with the most from this album? I know that the track list is coming out soon, but I know that because of the album inclusions and everything, everyone knows the track list. So I'm just gonna say it. I love Stupid Brain. Stupid Brain is Stupid Brain. When I first listened to it, I was like, oh, this song is gonna be so fire. I think you guys are gonna like it a lot too. I think a fan favorite will be Dancing Queen though. My favorite will be Stupid Brain, but I think you guys pieces will love Dancing Queen the most. 저는 Stupid Brain 제일 좋아하지만 피스 여러분들은 Dancing Queen 제일 좋아할 것 같아요. Because Dancing Queen is like, I don't know if I want to give up that many spoilers, but Dancing Queen is more like, it's more like bandy. Okay, it's not bandy, it is band. Like there's the band sound is really good. Stupid Brain is like very chill, like you just want to, you know, listen to it with the car windows rolled down and you're on the highway and you're just like going through a tunnel and you're just like listening to it and you're like, hey, and you're like, oh, like that's the vibe. But Dancing Queen is like boom boom boom, like it's fun. It's a fun song. And it showcases our vocal ability a lot in that song. So I think you guys are gonna like that a lot. And also I'm not including X because that's the title song, right? So obviously I love the title song, but you know, for the deep cuts, you know what I'm saying? For the deep cuts. Another person asked, out of all languages, why Spanish version? I think this is a really good question. Well, because we're promoting this album mainly in America, right? In the USA. And I feel like when you're promoting in a country that is so heavily influenced by, you know, the Latino and Latina community, and also, you know, it's like one of the most spoken languages, not only in America, but in the whole entire world. It just wouldn't make sense to not cater to that, right? And so, especially in America too, just knowing, you know, the Hispanic community is so prevalent and so big and so important in, you know, in the country, that if we're gonna promote an English or an album just in general in America, you know, you gotta do what you gotta do to, you know, let as many people relate to it and to understand it and to, you know, can feel included. Because the whole reason, you know, because like at the end of the day, we're a K-pop group that sings in Korean and explicitly in Korean, and the whole reason why we make English songs is so that our songs can be received more globally and received to a bigger audience. And, you know, it doesn't make sense to stop at just English, especially when you're promoting the song in America, right? So yeah, that's pretty much the reason why. Will you come to Europe? Most definitely yes, I think so. We don't know exactly when, but I don't think it'd be very smart not to, because, you know, our European pieces love us a lot and have always given us so much love. But yeah, so I think Most Wanted tour is gonna be bigger. I don't want to confirm or deny just because there's nothing set in stone, but it wouldn't make sense for us to not go to Europe, right? Every single tour before this, I mean, all of our world tours, we've never missed out on Europe, so it wouldn't make sense for us not to go to Europe. But I will say that I think it's gonna happen. And I also do think it needs to happen because I think after Most Wanted tour, we're not gonna go on tour for a minute. I think we're gonna take a break. I mean, this too, like I'm take it with a grain of salt because I don't know how everything is being planned right now. But I think after Most Wanted tour, we're gonna definitely take a break from being on the road and focus on, you know, staying home ground and making more music. I feel like that's where the plans are at. So I think, yeah, I think definitely we're gonna have to. This is just me though, so if anything doesn't happen, or if it doesn't happen, don't call me a liar like you guys always do. I'm just speaking from what I think I know from now. But yeah, so we're definitely gonna focus a lot on touring this year. Hopefully Europe soon, and then after that we're probably gonna not tour for a minute. Anyway, 질문 또 왔습니다. 이번에 기호 솔로 무대 피아노랑 같이 무대에 오른 거 기호 의견인지 궁금해. 그리고 이번 재즈로 편곡해서 불러서 그런지 배경도 재즈 무대처럼 커튼 연출한 것 같았는데 그것도 기호가 된 의견인지 궁금 알려주세요. 웬만한 솔로 무대들은 다 이렇게 웬만한 게 아니고 솔로 무대 모든 연출이나 아니다. 웬만한 연출들이나 아이디어들은 다 본인이 생각하는 거고요. 그 피아노 올라서 무대 하는 거는 제 아이디어였고요. 사실 저는 피아노뿐만 아니라 이런 브레이스 이런 악기들 다 보내고 싶긴 했었어요. 뭐 브레이스나 첼로인데 근데 더 큰 첼로 이름 뭐더라? 갑자기 기억이 안 나. 아무튼 진짜 다양한 악기들을 진짜 라이브 연주로 좀 하고 싶었는데 근데 사실 그게 현악기 뭐 뭐든 베이스 이런 식으로 좀 많은 악기들을 무대 위에 좀 연출하고 싶었는데 네, 콘트라베이스 맞아 콘트라베이스 올려놓고 막 되게 다양하게 좀 많은 악기들 앞에서 노래 부르고 싶었는데 사실 그거는 좀 어렵긴 했었고요, 시간상. 근데 이제 피아노 그라마 하나를 두어서 그냥 저와 피아노와 함께 노래 부르는 걸로 하고 싶긴 했었어요. 그렇게 해야 훨씬 더 몰입도가 있었을 것 같다는 생각이 들었고, 사실 재즈라는 노래는 재즈에 자면은 진짜 솔직히 악기들을 다 라이브 같이 반주해줘야 진짜 재즈가 되긴 하거든요. 그래서 물론 그렇게 못한 건 아쉽긴 하지만 근데 최선을 다해서 그렇게까지라도 해가지고 되게 만족하게 생각하고 있고요. 커튼 같은 경우도 사실 조명까지도 레퍼런스 다 보내고 커튼까지도 레퍼런스 다 보냈어요. 그 예전에 봤던 아티스트 분들의 무대들 보면서 이런 회색 커튼, 이런 빨간색 커튼 좀 뻔한 느낌, 빨간색 커튼 좀 살짝 뻔한 느낌, 오히려 그레이로 가자 해가지고 이제 그레이로 했었던 아티스트 다른 분들 좀 보고 그거를 좀 캡처를 해서 링크를 보내면서 이제 그렇게 진행을 했어요. 조명도 너무 딱 밝은 흰색 조명 말고, 무대 했을 땐 가끔 되게 밝은 거 많이 쓰잖아요. 그런 거 말고 조금 빈티지감 있는 조명 같은 거 쓰고 싶었고, 중계도 그냥 얼굴 딱 나오는 게 아니고 그 커튼 속에서 살짝 그 필터 이름이 뭐더라? 잠깐만. 빅네트처럼 옆에 테두리가 살짝 블러돼 있고 얼굴만 살짝 나오게, 그것도 살짝 요청을 해서 뭔가 커튼이랑 같이 어울려지게 그렇게 조금 중계가 나왔으면 했었어요. 그래서 이런 연출들이나 뭔가 중계나 이런 뒤에 백소스랑 이런 것들이 이제 다 요청을 드리죠. 그래서 그거를 잘 맞춰주시고 잘 찾아주시고 잘 해주시죠. 고생을 많이 하세요. 왜냐면 저희가 하고 싶고 욕심도 많고 막 꿈이 펼쳐지는데 그걸 다 맞춰주셔야 되니까 아주 네, 열심히 준비를 해주셨죠. 저한테 회색 커튼 시안 한 막 3개나 보여줬어요. 어떤 게 나은지. 근데 진짜 되게 미세한 차이거든요. 되게 결이 달랐거든요. 하나는 조금 더 이 커튼 선들이 조금 더 많았고 조금 더 찰랑찰랑거렸고, 지금 쓴 거는 생각보다 좀 둥글둥글하고 막 그렇게 많진 않잖아요. 그런 것도 하나 있었고, 하나는 조금 더 어두운 것도 있었고, 근데 선택했었던 게 훨씬 더 멀리서 봤을 때 진짜처럼 보였고, 네, 색감도 더 이뻤어가지고. 아무튼 뭐 그런 식으로 진짜 리허설 하면서 막 다 하나씩 보고, 중간에도 그때그때 사이즈 맞춰서 막 얼굴 크기도 막 바꾸고 막 다 그렇게 하거든요. 그래서 진짜 많은 고생을 하죠. 저희 공연팀이나 연출팀이나 모든 팀들이. 네, 같이 열심히 좋은 무대를 만들기 위해 준비를 해봤습니다. No, I'm sharing. I'm not sharing my hotel room. I'm I'm using this room alone. We use this room alone. Are you gonna switch up your solo song every stop, or are you gonna stick with Wildflower from now on? No, I think I'm gonna stick with Wildflower and a mix. I'm gonna stick with Creep and a mix of Wildflower for the rest of the Asian tour, and then when we do our North American and Latin American tour, I think I'm going to no, I'm not. I don't think I'm gonna change my song. So I'm gonna change my song, especially on my birthday show. I really want to change it because it's my birthday, and also I just wanna, yeah, do something different. So I'm doing Creep and Wildflower up until the North American show. But I don't know. Plans might change during the North American stops. I might just like all of a sudden pull out Wildflower if I want to. Because I didn't show that in North America, right? I've only showed that in Europe and in Korea. So maybe in some North American stops I can do Wildflower. But I'm definitely preparing different stuff for my solo moving down the line, just because I want to, switch things up. And I'm just really impulsive, and I also I'm really indecisive. So I can't really stick to one thing. Sometimes I'm like, I kind of want to do a different song. But I know some people want to see certain things, but just be prepared to see a lot of different stuff. If there's a certain solo song you guys want to see when the time comes, just secretly post it on Weverse and maybe I'll see it, and that'll like make me decide what I'm gonna perform. But yes, I'm definitely gonna change. I already have 2 songs in mind, but I'm not gonna tell you guys what it is. But expect different songs for the North American and Latin American tour. That's all I gotta say. Okay? Someone asked, how do you learn how to make / produce songs? Is there a teacher when you first learned it, or did you learn it yourself? Nobody taught me anything. I think when it comes with top lining first, you just feel it out. You hear the beat and you're like, ooh, ooh, ooh. And you're like, and you're like, okay, wait, this sounds good. And then you add lyrics to it. You know what I'm saying? And I think it just all comes from just like feeling. I think you can, well, obviously you can be taught that, but I think it's just vibes first, I think when I first heard Pretty Boy 2, like the beat, I was like, oh, baby, like that. It just came. It just flew. It just like flowed, And when the chorus came, it's like, pretty, I'm a pretty boy. Like you just feel it. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I wish I was taught though. I wish I was taught a little bit. I feel like I'd be a lot better if I was taught, some kind of, theory behind music. When I was in high school, I definitely did learn a lot of like technical stuff, like keys and how many sharps and flats are in a key, and relative major minors and whatnot, and like intervals. And people who don't know music probably don't know what I'm talking about, but I definitely learned a lot of that kind of stuff in school. But I pretty much forgot everything. because that was like how many years ago. But yeah, the rest it just comes from just vibes. Yeah, music theory. 오케이. 이분이 질문을 굉장히 많이 보내주셨는데 이게 뭔가 모두가 듣고 싶어하는 질문들인 것 같아서 하나씩 찝어가면서 해드리겠습니다. 1번 질문 이미 했고, 다른 솔로 후보 노래들이 있었나요? 이번에 없었던 것 같아요. 그냥 딱 클립하고 싶었던 것 같아요. 그냥 딱 이제 정해야 될 시기가 왔었을 때 제일 떠올랐던 게 클립이었어요. 근데 항상 제일 먼저 떠오르는 게 하게 되는 것 같아요. 와일드플라워 때도 딱 팬미팅 때 해야 된다 했을 때 맨 처음으로 떠올랐던 게 와일드플라워였고, 킬빌 때도 킬빌이 맨 처음에 떠올랐고, 후보들이 있었을 것 같은데 근데 항상 첫 떠오른 노래가 선택이 되는 것 같아요. 막 그 뒤에 다른 거 생각했었더라도. 그래서 크립이 제일 먼저였었고요. 걔가 지금까지 부른 솔로 무대 중에서 좋아하는 무대는 Kill Bill, Wildflower, Abyss, Creep, I Think I'm Okay, Youngblood. 저는 Wildflower 제일 좋아해요. Wildflower가 노래도 그렇고 분위기도 그렇고 그냥 저랑 너무 잘 어울렸다고 생각하고, 그리고 나중에 제 음악을 만들게 된다 해도 그런 음악도 만들고 싶다라는 생각도 많이 들고, 어떻게 보면 좀 심심한 느낌일 수도 있을 것 같은데, 근데 제 무대 중에서 그 무대가 제일 뭔가 여운이 제일 오래 남겨졌다고 해야 되나? 그래서 네, 그 노래 되게 좋아요. 이번 콘서트 어떤 부분이 참여했나요? 의상이랑 모든 의상이랑 솔로 곡들 빼고 모든 의상이랑 포스터, 컬러, 폰트 이렇게. 이번에 MD는 참여를 안 했어요. 사실 MD는 참여를 못했고요. 시간이 크게 없었어가지고 네, MD는 아쉽게도 못 참여했습니다. 이번 콘서트에서 아쉬웠던 부분이 있나요? 투어하면서 추가하거나 바꾸고 싶은 부분이 있는지. 아쉬웠던 부분은 생각보다 컨셉이나 흐름에 너무 집중을 해가지고 뭔가 타이틀곡들 좀 많이 못하게 된 거? 해보니까 새드송을 왜 안 넣었지? 막 이런 생각이 들더라고요. 사실 때깔은 안 넣을 수도 있을 것 같다는 생각이 들어요. 왜냐면 저번 투어 때 했으니까. 근데 이번에는 새드송을 왜 안 해? 새드송 앨범에 있는 노래들을 많이 애초에 안 했기 때문에 뭔가 다시 생각해보니까 왜 안 했을까라는 생각이 좀 들더라고요. 새드송이나 뭐 와스프는 했고 It's Alright이나 그런 것들. 근데 저는 그래도 이 셀리에 만족하고 셀리는 모두에 만족할 수는 없는 거는 사실인 거고, 뭘 해도 누군가는 아쉬워할 수도 있고 뭘 해도 누군가는 만족은 할 수 있지만, 근데 이거는 이 셀리를 짰었을 때 그냥 아무 이유 없이 그냥 이런 노래 하고 싶어서 그냥 넣자 이게 아니었고, 이 공연의 한 그림의 흐름 때문에 진짜 조심스럽게 진짜 어울리고 맞는 흐름에 있는 곡들을 선택을 했기 때문에 사실 이 셀리 아니었으면 아예 흐름이 안 흘러갔을 것 같다는 생각이 들긴 해요. 그래서 물론 저도 하면서 좀 이런 것들 좀 들어갔으니까 좀 좋았을 것 같은데, 근데 솔직히 되게 흐름에 되게 뜬금없을 수도 있을 것 같다라는 생각이 들긴 해요. 그래서 그런 상황에서는 이런 곡들을 해야 될지 아니면 흐름에 맞는 걸 해야 될지 이런 선택을 했었을 때 이번에는 사실 이 후자를 좀 선택하게 된 거죠. 근데 맞아요. 저도 사실 그런 부분 좀 아쉽긴 해요. 뭔가 새드송이나 오히려 좀 옛날 것들 많이 하게 된 것 같아요. 그래서 피스 되게 오래 하셨던 분들이 계신다면 아마 조금 추억팔이를 좀 하지 않았을까라는 생각이 좀 들긴 해요. 뭐 두라디도 하고 겁난이도 하고 밥도 하고 그냥 되게 좀 옛날 거 Before the Dawn도 하고 좀 옛날 것들 좀 많이 한 것 같긴 해요. 콘스셀리에서 좋아하는 부분 사실 저희가 콘스셀리를 짜면서 이제 가장 이제 좀 메인 포인트 좀 두 개로 좀 잡긴 했었어요. 사실 이 앞에 완전 스토리를 제대로 잡아가는 부분, 솔직히 공연 앞이 제일 중요하다고 생각하거든요. 전 이제 앞에를 딱 이 공연은 무슨 테마이고 어떤 컨셉인지 정확히 보여주고 가야겠다. 그래야 뒤에는 조금 뭉개지더라도 이 컨셉이 너무 확실하기 때문에 뒤에는 조금 우리가 하고 싶은 곡들 들어가더라도 조금 그래도 잡혀지기 때문에, 그래서 앞에 큰 구다리, 인트로 구다리가 진짜 신경 많이 썼고, 그리고 마음에 드는 부분이기도 하고, 그리고 그 다음으로 좀 집중했었던 게, 사실 앞에 그렇게 달리고 재밌고 하면 그럼 뒤에가 조금 지루해질 수 있으니까 이 뒤에 부분도 좀 정확한 포인트를 줘야 되는 구간이 있어야 된다 라고 생각을 해가지고 그 두라디 점프 구간, 잠깐만 그 구간에 뭐 있었지? Everybody clap 맞아요. BFF 제외하고 Everybody clap 두라디 점프 구간, 이 구간이 되게 또 한 가지 하이라이트 포인트로 두긴 했었어요. 그래서 그 두 구간 을 정하겠습니다. 그렇습니다. 아역대 사격 준비 과정에서 재밌는 에피소드 없었나요? 재밌는 건 없었던 것 같아요. 그냥 굉장히 잘했던 것뿐. 연습 때는 굉장히 잘했어요. 그래서 아육대에서 보면 조금 덜 긴장했었을 때 점수가 잘 나왔고, 긴장했었을 때는 완전 빗나가고 그랬었어요. 너무 긴장해가지고. 근데 연습할 땐 진짜 잘하긴 했어요, 여러분. 그러니까 손 너무 떨었죠. 너무 긴장해서 떨었어요. 그래서 내려오니까 애들이 총이 무거웠어? 총이 무슨 손 왜 이렇게 떠는 거야? 이랬는데 무거운 게 문제. 무겁기도 무거운데 무거운 게 문제가 아니고 긴장을 너무 했어요. Someone says, what was one thing / achievement you set for yourself or for P1 Army when you first debuted, and did you fulfill it? I think the first thing that comes to mind is probably just a music show win. But I was just talking about this to one of my friends, that I think it's so important to not make your goals physical. And I want everyone to understand that it's so important that your goals and your aspirations should never be physical, because I think we worked so hard, and we the reason why I cried so much too once we got our first win with Killing It was because it was something that I really sought out for, and something that I really, really wanted for this group. And of course, it's so important to have that award, and it means so much to me and to all of us still to this day. But I think after making your goals so physical, and now that you've actually received it, after that you're like, so what now? You know what I mean? Because it's a physical achievement that you've received, and now you have it. And so now it's like, okay, I've worked all this way, and I've done all of this to make this possible with the people I love and the people around me, but now it just feels so empty, because it's like, where do I go from now after this, right? And so I'm so beyond, you know, head over heels thankful for the fact that we were able to get that award and you guys working so hard to achieve it, and, you know, for voting and streaming and whatnot and everything. And so that award still means so much to me. But then I realized the importance of having to do your job, not because you can receive something from it, but because you just really love to do it, because that's so much more important. Once you start doing your job and you start doing it because you actually really love to go on stage, you really love to sing, you love to dance, you love to perform, you love to interact with, you know, the fans and everything, that's when you start to realize that, hey, like the numbers, the streams, the awards, whatnot, it's all important, and it's all, you know, physical, you know, manifestations of our hard work. Yes, it's true. But at the end of the day, what's important is, am I having fun? Are the fans that are, you know, enjoying this together, are they having fun? Are we all very satisfied with the work we put out? You know, are we satisfied with the performances that you know, we're performing? You know, I think that becomes more of an important aspect to the job. And I think that's when you start to really think of quality first. Because, you know, if we really wanted just like awards and whatnot, then we would just like put out everything and anything possible, like blah 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 blah. And I'm sure there's a lot of people on the boat, on the team, not the members, but the people that work around us that would rather that. But I think with, especially for me and especially for the members, it's so much more important that we enjoy what we're doing. And sometimes we don't, it doesn't always happen that way. I mean, it doesn't happen the way we would like to. I mean, almost, I would say 60-70% of the time. But I think having that base foundation of why you're working just changes things in your perspective so much. And so yeah, I think, you know, the first goal was to get that first music show in, and even before then it was like to get Rookie of the Year, to get blah 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 blah, which is also so important, guys. I'm not downplaying the awards at all. I think the awards are so important in someone's career and stuff like that. But yeah, I think I've kind of realized that there's something more important than that, which is the work itself. You know, I don't know if I worded that correctly. I don't want anyone to think that like we're not grateful or like we don't need awards anymore. We please we want the awards. Please give out all the awards that you can give us. Please do it. But, you know, yeah, that's not the reason why we're here. Right? That was a really good question. Thank you for asking me that question. Have you had any weird slash 한국어로 요약을 하자면 질문이 피어남이 처음 데뷔했었을 때 가장 큰 목표가 뭐였는지, 그리고 그 목표를 이루었는지 궁금하시다고 했는데, 사실 데뷔했었을 때는 아마 옛날 인터뷰들이나 뭐든 다 돌려보면 다 알아낼 수 있을 것 같은데, 음악 방송 1위, 뭐 신인상 막 이런 얘기를 좀 많이 했었던 것 같아요. 그래서 사실 때깔 때 1위 하면서 진짜 열심히 달려가고, 이거는 이번 정규 앨범에서 무조건 1위 해야겠다 해가지고 되게 열심히 달렸고, 되게 열심히 진짜 열심히 했던 것 같아요. 근데 이제 막상 이 목표가 물질적인 목표다 보니까 막상 이 상을 타니까, 물론 모두가 진짜 이거를 위해서 열심히 달려오긴 했었지만 이것만 바라보고 달려오니까 생각보다 받고 나서 되게 허무했던 것 같아요. 이제 나 뭘 해야 되지? 내가 그렇게 열심히 달려왔던 이유가 이제 내 눈앞에 내 손에 지금 가지고 있는데 난 이제 뭐 해야 될까? 뭔가 이런 되게 허무하고 되게 되게 좀 뭐라고 해야 되지? 되게 좀 신기한 좀 기분이었던 것 같아요. 그래서 그 순간부터 내 목표는 이런 물질적인 걸로 두면 안 되겠다라는 생각이 좀 많이 들었던 것 같아요. 근데 이렇게 말한다고 당연히 이런 이런 상들이나 이런 물질적인 이런 목표들이 뭐 스밍이나 뭐 앨범 몇 장을 팔았냐 막 이런 것들이 막 중요하지 않다라는 건 전혀 아니에요. 그것도 진짜 너무나 중요하고 그런 것들이 있어야 이제 성장도 볼 수 있는 거고. 그래서 그건 절대로 이제 그 힘이나 그 감사를 절대로 무시하는 건 아니지만, 그것보다 더 중요한 거는 내가 이 노래를 만들어서 재밌었는지, 지금 피스 여러분들과 함께 만드는 추억들이나 이런 순간들이 재밌는지, 모두가 건강하고 행복한지, 내가 지금 이 무대를 했었을 때 만족을 하고 있는지, 이런 것들이 훨씬 더 중요하다라는 걸 좀 깨달았던 것 같아요. 네. 왜냐면 내가 내는 음악이나 내가 하는 무대가 내가 만족하고 내가 좋아야 이거를 더 오랫동안 사랑할 수 있을 것 같다는 생각이 들었고, 그리고 이거를 오래 사랑하면 할수록 더 좋은 퀄리티 있는 앨범이나 무대를 더 낼 수 있을 것 같다라는 생각이 들었던 것 같아요. 그래서 물론 당연히 이런 상을 주면, 그리고 줄 수 있으면 다 줬으면 좋겠어요. 제발 주세요. 나중에 그래미상도 타고 너무 감사하고 할 테지만, 근데 그것보다는 지금 같이 함께하고 있는 분들과, 그리고 같이 응원해주는 팬 여러분들과 좋은 추억을 만들어가고 있는지, 만족하고 있는지, 좋아하고 있는지, 잘하고 있는지가 더 중요하게 된 것 같아요. 처음에 목표가 너무 물질적인 것들이었기 때문에. 이제 와서 받고 나서 느껴온 게 그거였던 것 같고, 그래서 언제나 감사하게 생각하고 있습니다. 이런 상을 받을 수 있고, 이렇게 열심히 하는데, 사랑하는 걸 하는데, 이제 이런 그 외 것들, 많은 것들도 받을 수 있기 때문에. 그래서 아무튼 그런 질문이었습니다. 잠깐만요 여러분. 아이고. 갑자기 너무 더워져가지고 너무 더워졌어요 갑자기. Another question that was asked was, have you had any weird / scary dreams recently? Yes. And you know, I never have dreams. But recently, I got this really expensive jacket, right? Super expensive jacket that I've been wanting for a really long time, saving up for it, you know, did the deal, got the jacket. And because we've been on tour for so long, I mean, not for long, but like because we're always on tour in hotels, I had a dream that I left the jacket I bought at the hotel and left. I kid you not. I was like, it felt so real because this one time another nice expensive jacket I bought, I once left it in a hotel in Japan and then came back to Korea. So I left it in the hotel because I never hang stuff. I just leave it in my suitcase. But because I knew that jacket was nice, I wanted to hang it up and not leave it in my suitcase for it to get crumpled up. And so I left it there, and then I came back to Korea and I forgot my jacket there. And I was like, and so I had to call the hotel. And I was like, please send it back, please send it back. I got the jacket back. But anyway, so there was a real thing that happened before. And so I was like, oh my gosh, this dream feels so real. I dreamed that I left it, I hung it on the door, and then I came back home. And then I called them and I was like, I left my jacket in this room. Can you please give it back to me? Like, can you please send it back to me? They're like, there's no jacket. I'm like, you guys are lying. You guys are lying because I know I left it there. You guys are lying. You guys lied that I left my jacket there because I know it was there. And there's nowhere else that I could have put it. And I left it, I hung it there. Please check again. They're like, nope, we don't have it. We don't have it and we're not responsible. Oh my gosh, I was so angry at myself. And I was like, this is so real, this is so real. And then I woke up and the jacket was, I had my jacket. And I was like, oh my God. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. It felt so real. It felt so real. And it was like so, like it's like such a realistic dream too. It wasn't like a dog suddenly had wings and was like flying across the room, and like all of a sudden like Santa Claus just came down like a imaginary chimney and like just like threw tomatoes at me and then like disappeared. Like it wasn't one of those dreams where it made like no sense. It was like it made so much sense, you know. But yeah, that was like my most recent dream. I'm just glad it wasn't like a scary like ghost dream, because those would creep me out. But yeah, it was definitely a really strange and scary dream for me. And that's how you know I shouldn't have spent that much money on that jacket, because I was literally scared of losing it. Like that's how you know I'm never spending that much money again. Anyway, if you could travel anywhere right now, where would you go? I think I'd probably go home. I think I'd probably go to Toronto. I've been keeping up with my friends recently because I'm going to Toronto soon. Hey! So I'm going to Toronto soon. And I'm just texting my friends to see what they're up to. Trying to get them to come to my show. But everyone's so busy now and like have jobs and stuff like that. But you know, just kind of rekindling with my friends, my childhood friends, and you know, texting them and just catching up, like just made me realize like, oh, I kind of want to go home. But it's gonna happen soon. So yeah. So I was just texting them and I was like, I'm gonna come on this day, I'm gonna leave on this day, let's do this and that, let's get some dinner, come to my show if you can't get dinner, stuff like that. Jacket reveal. I don't have my jacket here. 해시태그 기올락 보고 싶어요. 이번 다음 앨범, 많은 사람들이 이런 얘기를 했기 때문에 사실 이 다음 앨범을 위해 일부러 좀 많이 찍어놨습니다, 영상을. 그래서 영상이 충분히 많다면 그 기올러그 한번 만들어 보도록 할게요. 네. 기올러그 진짜 오랜만에 하는데, 근데 좀 영상 일부러 좀 많이 찍어두긴 했었어요. 나중에 기올러그에 쓸 수 있게. 그래서 나중에 올려보도록 하겠습니다. 여기 왜 빨갛지? 가려워. 네. 그래서 많이 찍어놨습니다. What is the hardest part of creating an album? I think it's just like having to work with so many people. Like sometimes you'll have an idea or thought and it just won't translate properly. And I'm like, some things you gotta just give up. Like there's just some things that you just kind of have to let go. And like some things you just don't have control over. So yeah, I think that's pretty much the hardest thing. Other than that, it's okay. Yeah, I think it's healthy to talk to a lot of people, commute with a lot of people to get the things that you want to get done, but sometimes it just gets lost in translation, and you know, just trying to get everyone on the same page, and also me trying to understand other people too, like that's a whole different thing, right? So yeah, I think that's pretty much the hardest part of creating an album. Sorry, 오늘 뭔가 주제가 다 무거운 것 같아요. 근데 사실 하고 싶은 얘기도 너무 많았고 해야 될 이야기도 너무 많았고, 그래서 자연스럽게 좀 묵직한 내용들이 좀 많이 나왔던 것 같아요. I feel like a lot of the topics that we were touching on today was very very heavy, I think, or serious. But I feel like a lot of things you guys were curious about I really wanted to talk about, and yeah, I just really want to talk about a couple things. What song is this? This is She Needs Him by Hers. 가습기 쓰고 있어요. 어떻게 알았어요? 가습기 쓰고 있어요. 가습기 무조건 호텔은 써야 돼요. 건조해가지고. 전 잘 때 심지어 입에 테이프 붙이고 자요. 입으로 숨 안 쉬게. When do you start playing? I've been playing music since the beginning of the live, guys. I started dreaming. I'm trying to see more questions. Okay, I did also want to talk about there's questions and people talking about the tour being canceled. Guys, the tour is not gonna get canceled. We're very much well aware about the whole ticket situation and everything, but I wanted to tell you guys, no tour is being canceled. It's not gonna happen at all, so that's definitely not something that you guys should be worried about. In terms of tour tickets, you know, I feel like especially in the economy we're in right now, no one can really force or beg anyone to come and spend their money because, whoo, jeez, the economy, guys. I know, the economy is crazy, but yeah, I mean, I will say, however, I've definitely been seeing stuff that's kind of been getting on my nerves a little bit. I've been seeing some things. I mean, I don't want to give attention to it, and by bringing this up, it does not mean that, you know, I want anyone to like go and find these people and attack the people for saying these things, because, you know, everyone has their own opinions and everyone's entitled to their own thoughts and whatnot. But people are like, this much money for P1 Harmony? If it was this so and so and so and so, then maybe yeah. But for P1 Harmony, whatever. But I think, you know, everyone can, you know, pick and choose where they want to go and stuff like that. And I know a lot of people are touring right now, but I think, you know, time and time through and through for the last 5 years, I think we've always constantly showed how good of a performer we can be and how good of a performer we are, despite the circumstances and despite all of the things that, you know, are kind of thrown at us. And I truly believe that the people that have seen that and know that and can respect that will come to these shows. And the people that won't. And even if that's 1 person, 10 people, 100 people, 1,000 people, 10,000 people, 100,000 people, no matter how many people that is, we're still gonna perform the same way we'll do for 1 person than to a crowd of 100,000 people, because that's what performers do. And we're gonna constantly show you guys a good performance regardless. So I personally, you know, it doesn't really matter to me, because, you know, we started off performing in movie theaters, guys. I feel like a lot of people are forgetting that, and a lot of people are not knowing that. So the fact that we're even able to do an arena tour this time is something that we're really, really proud about, and something we're really grateful for and thankful for. And the fact that we started off in such a place that was like, it was like literally started from somewhere that was like on a carpet floor in front of like a huge screen in a movie theater, to being able to perform, you know, in these crazy venues. I think that's already, you know, speaks volumes to us. And, you know, I believe the people that know our performances and know the shows that we can and do put on, they're gonna be there to support, and they're gonna be there to, you know, show us love. And I think that's really all that matters, really. And I think it kind of, you know, ties back to what I was saying earlier about, you know, making your goals physical. Yeah, regardless if it's, you know, 10 people in that huge venue, we're still gonna put on a show, because that's what performers do. And I think that's what really matters, right? And so yeah, I would really appreciate if a lot of people do come and you know, we're gonna make sure obviously that we're gonna promote the hell out of this tour, and we're doing our best to promote it. And you know, especially the state of, you know, the economy right now, there's not much that we can say or do to be like, please come, like do, like come, like come, like we can't do that because I know everyone's situation and stuff like that. But we would appreciate if you do have the time to come. And you know, we even did like a little bit of a sale thing for Inta's birthday or whatever. So yeah, I do believe that the people that know and see through that will come to the shows, and I'm actually I'm not very scared because I know people will be there, and that's all that matters. And whoever's there, you guys are gonna have an amazing time because we're gonna put on an amazing show, point blank period. So yeah, and I'm really excited for my birthday show, and also Chung's birthday show too. I mean, his birthday is not on a show day, but we'll be on the road during his birthday, so we're gonna have a lot of fun. And yeah, let's just have a lot of fun, guys. I think that's all that really matters. I think a lot of people were also worried about it. They're like, oh my god, like what do we do? And like a lot of people have like personally and physically came up to me and talked to me about it too, and I was like, it's gonna be fine. It's gonna be fine. I feel like we've always pulled through, and I mean, pieces have always pulled through too. And yeah, I think we put on a good enough show for people to want to come. Hello. So yeah, and also, you know, I think everyone is entitled to their own opinion. So like what I mentioned earlier, I don't want anyone to like go and like find the people that said it, because we don't need to give any of that energy. But trust me, I've definitely seen a lot of those. They were like, this much money for P1 Harmony? If it was anybody else, then maybe yeah. Maybe if it was so and so's concert, then I'd go. But for P1 Harmony, y'all crazy for this much money for P1 Harmony. I was like, all right, whatever. The real pieces will be here. The real pieces will be there, and we're gonna put on a good show, regardless. But yeah, I'm so excited. I'm already having so much fun. Tomorrow is our show in Kaohsiung, so we're gonna have a lot of fun. I think the energy in Singapore and also Sydney was so amazing too. Yeah, I've just been having a lot of fun, and honestly, with the whole set list being a little difficult, honestly, it's such a action-packed set list. The first half of it, it's like we have no time to breathe. Yeah, I was definitely a little scared, I'm not gonna lie, but I'm having a lot of fun, a lot more fun than I expected. I'm having a lot of fun. I remember I had brought, I don't mean to name drop him like this, but Matthew had came to our Seoul concert, and then he texted me and he was like, how do you guys go for that long without stopping? And I'm like, I don't know either. I didn't think we could do it, but we did it. Damn, you guys know these songs. Like I'll play a song and everyone in the comments will be like, this song. Like, y'all know this song? Y'all really listen to music. I love this song. Next song. 아, 오늘 얘기를 너무 열심히 하느라 내 얼굴을 못 보고 있었어. 얼굴 체크를 못 하고 있었어. 잘생겼어요? 감사합니다. 이제 씻어야지. 시간이 금방 가. 벌써 1시간 넘게 했어요. We've already done it for an hour. Kyo, did you get buff? I think not really. I want to get a little more. I'm thinking like at least like this. Like at least this, but like not when I'm flexing, just like when I'm normally just standing like this. I'm kidding, but yeah, I've been working out. I worked out yesterday. I don't think I'm gonna work out today. I think I'm gonna just take it easy and go to bed today. But do you enjoy going to the gym? Not really. I don't enjoy going, but I feel like I go because I have to now. I feel like it's kind of a waste if I stop now. You know what I mean? I feel like if I just stop now, I'm like, okay, what is it all for, right? So I gotta do it until I get there. 운동은 열심히 꾸준히 하고 있습니다. 어저께도 했었고요. 어제 아침에 했었고요. 오늘은 안 할 것 같고요. 오늘은 빨리 자야 될 것 같아요. 아니 기회야, 망고 빙수 먹었어요? 아 그 망고 그 밈 때문에 지금 트라우마 생겨가지고 지금 다 맞는 말 하는지 틀린 말 하고 있는지 모르겠어요. 아까 태양이도 여기 망고 맛있대 막 이래가지고, 아니 얘가 진짜 망고가 맛있다고 들어가지고 말한 건지 아니면 그냥 또 장난치고 있는지 구분이 안 돼가지고 모르겠어요. 다들 지금 망고 막 맛있다, 망고 막 이래가지고. 맞아? 맞아 아니면 장난치고 있는 거야? 둘 중에 뭔데? 이건 장난 아니야? 확실해? 나 그럼 진짜 망고 먹었는데 별로. 아 근데 솔직히 망고는 어디서 먹어도 맛있어요. 내가 망고를 좋아해서 그런 건가? 나 망고 진짜 좋아해. 내 최애. What kind of music do you listen to when you work out? I like to listen to a lot of dance hall, a lot of Afro beats. I like to listen to a lot of just energetic songs. Like stuff like this. Wait, I don't really know what they're saying in this song though, so if they're saying really crazy stuff, I apologize. But yeah. Oh. I love songs like that. Just any song kind of like that actually. I'm scared to play these songs, so I feel like there's definitely songs in there that I shouldn't be playing. Yeah, stuff like that. I also really like listening to a lot of like Kate Trinata, Anderson .Paak, stuff like that. Okay, 이제 가야 될 것 같아요. I think it's time to go. It's time to go. It's time to go. Tyler Is It? I love that song. Wanna get right with you. Is it the fucks that I don't give? Is it the man that I don't miss? And I'm This song's a hit. I can't leave. wanna get right with you. Is it how wanna get right with you. Oh, oh. Hey, woo. This song's good. I can't leave. 요즘에 이 노래도 많이 들어요. This is my song. Oh, let's go. Oh. It's so silly of me to find a man who knows you bad. This song's so good. All the day, I know I asked for space. Come pick up your clothes. I've been folding at the door. Open. Okay, guys, I'm gonna go now. 여러분, 저 이제 갈게요. 자러 가겠습니다. Body decide it's falling for you, already falling for you. Okay, bye bye. Bye.